Horoscope Capricorn November 2017. Though your health and vitality are much improved, the month ahead seems volatile, turbulent and bumpy. 2 eclipses this month practically guarantee this. But Mars, not a power to be trifled with, also makes dynamic aspects at the end of the month. In September the planetary power began to shift from the west, the social sector, to the east. Last month, on the 28th, Venus also moved from the west to the east and the eastern sector is now very much dominant. Once again you enter a period of enhanced personal power and independence. For the past 6 or so months you had to adjust and adapt to existing conditions, but now with the planetary power moving in your direction, you have the power to make conditions to suit you. This shouldn't create fear in you, only give you some pause. You have the power to create, but you are held responsible for the nature and quality of your creation. So create wisely, happily and well. Whereas for the past 6 or so months, your good came through the good graces of others, now you can create your own good. Personal initiative, personal ability, matters now. The solar eclipse of the 13th occurs in your 11th house, which has been powerful and prominent anyway. Thus there are dramas in the lives of your friends and major shakeups and upheavals in trade or professional organizations that you belong to. Your high-tech equipment, computers, software and gadgets, are more temperamental and will get tested. Some of it will need replacement. Your equipment will probably be temperamental a couple of weeks before the eclipse, and when this starts to happen you will know that you are in your eclipse period and can start to slow down. As we mentioned earlier, in your chart solar eclipses tend to be dramatic. The sun rules your 8th house. The angel of death comes visiting. He is not after you per se, but lets you know that he is around. It is time to be more serious about life, and to get on with the really important things of life. The spouse, partner or current love is forced to make important financial changes, probably because of some crisis. The lunar eclipse of the 28th occurs in your 12th house of spirituality, announcing even more spiritual changes coming up. This has been an area of ferment for some months. Many changes have already been made, but more are in store. If you made the appropriate changes, this eclipse will have little impact, it will merely test these changes. Every lunar eclipse tests the love life and friendships, and this one is no different. You go through this twice every year, so it is not the end of your relationship necessarily, it gets put into a crisis so that flaws can be corrected. Mars squares Uranus from the 23rd to the 25th and conjuncts Pluto from the 27th to the 30th. There are family crises to deal with and more dramas in the lives of friends. Do your best to make the home safer. Family members and friends need to avoid risky kinds of activities. If you read the newspapers this period, you will see how dynamic this transit is. Capricorn 2017